I will be doing the opening once, and then I will proceed to each procedure, and then I'll do my closing after the denture. So para ikakat lang natin para mabilis, right? But in reality, you need to do your opening, your procedure, and then you do your closing. Okay? So mabilis, simultaneous lang tayo para mabilis yung pagtapos. But in reality again, kailangan mo i-kompleto mo yun. Opening, procedure, closing. Okay? So let's start with the opening for the conscious patient oral care, or basically the oral care procedure. First is I need to read the chart because I need to take the instructions or order from the patient, from the doctor. And then after that, after knowing what procedure that I have to do, then I will go to my hand washing, and then I have to take all the equipments needed from the supply room. Then I'll go to my patient's room. I'll knock first, and then I'll greet my patient. I'll put the equipments first on the side table, and then you do your usual conversation. If the patient is a new patient, I have to identify my name or introduce myself. I have to identify the patient's name and then explain the procedure. But if the patient is an existing patient, then I have just to verify the identification of my patient by asking the name or just check with respect. Okay, then I have to inform the patient, ma'am, I'm here to assist you to do your oral care. Okay, so I'll just do your mouth brushing of your teeth, right? Okay, the patient is coherent, so he can follow instructions. He can respond. Okay, whatever I have to give instructions. So after that, you have to after the patient knows the procedure already, then I have to close the curtain for privacy. I'll put the side rails down from my side for accessibility, and keep the other side rails up, okay, for safety. Make sure that the wheels should be locked, okay? And then I have to put my gloves down. Okay. For the first thing after putting the gloves is I have to take the bath towel. I'll place this bath towel to spread the chest of the patient. Then I have to grab the remote control, okay? And then I have to raise, okay, like 15 to 30 degrees angle.
Position.
Okay. Okay. So because I'm trying to prevent my patient in having aspiration or choking, alright? Then I'll start by asking the patient, ma'am, do you have your own personal oral kit? Okay, ask the patient because maybe they're using it's personal, so they have their own. But if they don't have, then you just have to offer whatever you have in your supply. Okay, ma'am, you have your own? No, so can I use the supplies? These are the ones, right? Okay, then I'll start by putting a paste on the soft bristle brush. Okay, and then make sure that I'm always putting this kidney basin under the patient's chin to touch the water. Okay. Then I ask the patient, ma'am, can you open your mouth and start brushing your teeth? Okay. Okay, I start from the upper teeth. We're just doing the role playing, right? So upper teeth, and then brush sideward, chewing part or chewing surfaces, and then front. And then because the patient will accumulate bubbles caused by the paste, then offer from time to time a cup of water. Okay. So ma'am, can you rinse and gargle this speed? Okay. And then continue on the lower teeth. Sideward, chewing surfaces, and then the front, and then gargle, speed, and then once you're done brushing, then if you have also this toothbrush that has like a rubber portion of the other side of the bristle, then that will be used for the tongue. Okay, so you have to ask, ma'am, can you let your tongue out from the please? So you have to clean your tongue. So labas ang dila, and then clean the tongue. Okay, and then you ask, okay, again, a cup of water, and then speak. Then if the patient is okay with the mouthwash, offer mouthwash, okay, and then give the mouthwash if the patient prefers to use mouthwash. Okay, and then after that you're done with it, remove this kidney basin, use this towel to pat dry the mouth. Okay, take this out, position the patient, do the closing. Let's keep the closing. Let's proceed to the next procedure, which is the unconscious patient oral care. Okay, so I'll jump directly to the procedure. The first is I have to tilt the patient's head to the side because I wanted to prevent the patient to have aspiration, or I wanted to prevent the patient taking the water going directly to the lungs. Okay, and also for choking, right? To prevent choking. So I have to put this um, head to the side, okay, and then I have to take this towel, fold it, and then spread it to the side where the head is being tilted. Take the basin, put it under the chin again to catch the water, okay? And because the patient, first step, there are 3 steps that you have to perform. First is you have to do the brushing. Second is you do your suctioning, and the third is you do your drying the mouth. Okay, first is brushing. Okay, because the patient can open the mouth voluntarily, then you have to use this padded tongue depressor to manually open the patient's mouth. Okay, so you have the tongue depressor, you have the brush and the paste. So you have to retract, okay, and then put this brush inside, and then start brushing upper teeth, sideward, front, and then go to the lower teeth, sideward, chewing surfaces, and then front. And then the patient cannot gargle, cannot speak, they don't have gag reflexes because they're unconscious. Then what you have to do is to do the second step, which is suctioning. I have to tap my nurse. Madam, can you will you allow me to do the suctioning? Can you help me, or can you assist me? Okay. If your nurse said yeah, okay, I'm going. So you just have to prepare the machine, the suctioning machine. So this is a suction tube. Okay. So this is a suction tube. This is connected to the suction machine. Okay. And then this tube will be inserted in the patient's inside the mouth, and then you just have to press the button to rinse with water. And then you have to press again to suction. Okay, to dry the mouth, right? And then after that, after suctioning, then you go to the third step, which is drying the mouth. Because basically in suctioning, there are still parts of the mucosa or the mouth that is not dry, okay, by the suction, right? So what you have to do is you have to take this oral swab or foam swab, okay? You just have to insert it and then wipe it inside to completely dry the mouth. Right? So, insert mo and then, so meron siyang may pink, blue color yun eh. Okay? So, i-wipe mo lang yan inside. So, you're done. Again, what are the 3 steps? Brushing, suctioning, and drying. Right? After that, you take this kidney basin, take this towel, pat dry the mouth, and then you put back the head to the center. And then do your formal closing. You're done with your unconscious patient oral care. Let's continue with the last procedure under oral care, which is your denture care. Okay? So for the denture care, guys, basically, once you go to your patient's room, there are chances that you have to talk to your patient and you observe that the patient is still wearing the denture. Okay? So if the patient is still wearing the denture, then you have to offer if the patient would allow you to remove, okay, the dentures for them. Okay, for example, the patient is still wearing, then you just have to, Madam, I'm here, you explain the procedure already, I'm here to assist you to wash or to clean your dentures, okay? I observe that you're still wearing the denture, will you allow me to remove the dentures for you? Okay, so I'll put my gloves, and then I have to remove the denture from the upper denture first, gently shake it and then put down, put back to the denture cup, and then on the lower denture, gently shake it and pull it out. Okay? And then put it on the denture cup. Then, you have asked permission from your patient, ma'am, I will just have to take your denture to the sink, I have to clean this, and then I come back. Okay? So let's assume that this is the sink area. Can you give me the basin, please? And then the big bowl. Let's assume that this is the sink, yes, and this is the faucet. Let's create a imaginary sink, okay? So basically, lababo, faucet, okay?
Yes.
Gripo, right? So it now happens, so there is like, on the side of the sink, there's a flat surface, right? Okay? So you need to have two sets of towel. You have to place the towel, the bath towel, spread it on the side of the sink, and also small towel inside the sink. What's the reason why you're putting a towel? Okay, just in case that you slip,
Fall down.
okay, the dentures from your hands, it will just bounce onto that towel and it will prevent breakage. Right? Kasi mostly, di ba, mga semento yan, tile. So, syempre, baka magkaroon ng breakage. So, spread two towels on the side of the sink and inside the sink. We're good? Okay. Then, you have to take all the equipments. Maybe you have the cabinets, take it from them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then, prepare. Okay. Then, you just have to, first is you have to take the denture out from the denture cup. You have to open the faucet, wash the denture to remove the food debris, mga tinga-tinga. Okay? And then after that, I put on the towel, and then another denture. Wash to remove the food particles. Then I had to clean this denture cup. Clean the denture cup, put it aside, clean the cover, put it aside. And then take again the denture, put the paste in the brush, and then start brushing the teeth as if that you are brushing your own teeth. Okay? And then after that, you rinse, you put back onto the denture cup. Okay? And then take another denture. Then you have to brush. You rinse, put back into the denture cup. Okay? So before you put the cover of the denture cup, you need to put soaking solution. Okay? Why you need to put soaking solution? This will keep the moisture of the denture and preventing breakage. Diba pag dry kasi medyo magka-crack yan. Dapat medyo moist. Right? Diba mga position natin, o yung mga lolo natin, nalagyan ka ng mga asin, right? Tubig at may asin para hindi siya mag-break, right? But syempre, nasa hospital tayo, they have their soaking solution. Okay? Put the soaking solution, then after putting the soaking solution, then you have to cover the denture cup. Okay? Make sure when you cover the denture cup, you put a label onto the cover. What label you have to put? The patient's personal information. The name, the birthday, the room number, blah, blah, blah. Because this will prevent mixing this denture to another patient's denture. Baka mawala, baka mahalo dun sa iba. Right? So, after that, you are now ready to take this denture back to your patient, but make sure that you have to clean the surroundings or the area or the sink area. Okay, let's assume that it's already clean. Then I'm now going back to my patient's room. Ma'am, I have already cleaned your denture. Okay, offer if you or she will allow you to put back on that moment, because if patients maybe they don't want because they are not still sleepy or whatsoever. So if they will allow you, then you just have to put your gloves again and then put offer first oral care or whatever your mouthwash. Okay, mag-gargle muna yan kasi syempre ano yan, tapos saka muna siya ibalik tong denture. What if the patient don't like to put, okay? Because maybe the patient wants it to take rests, okay? Hindi pa siya kakain, gusto pa lang niya, kasi syempre mas komportable pag walang ngipin, right? Makapahinga. So what if they don't like to put it on that very moment? You just have to put this denture, okay, on the side table which is nearest to them. Okay, hindi yung malayo kasi it will be easy for them to grab once they wanted to put it back. Okay? You good? Then you're now done with your oral care. So let's continue with your formal closing. So I have to make sure that they have to position the patient in comfort. Okay? If they wanted to keep this position, leave it. If they wanted to adjust, take the remote control. Then you have to put these side rails up and then make sure the wheels should be locked. Okay? And then you have to give the call light for emergency. Before you open the curtain, make sure that you have to cover the patient, then open the curtain, and then say goodbye to your patient, take back all your equipment to the supply room, then you just have to go to your sink, remove the gloves, hand washing, and doing your documentation. Okay, we're good at the video. Let's go to your set 2.